Hello, welcome. This is Yousef Bassel from Travel and Tour the World, and here's your travel news brief for today. We start with the holiday 2025 travel. There's a bit of a paradox there. More than half of Americans say they plan to travel between now and mid-January, but they're taking fewer trips, shorter stays, and spending less per journey. Zoom out globally, and the travel isn't shrinking at all. The World Travel and Tourism Council say the sector is on track for a record contribution to the world economy this year, over 10% of global GDP. So the picture is demand is strong, wallets are cautious, and every trip has to feel more worth it. And that tension really showed up in the skies, especially for the airlines that build their brands on rock bottom fares. Spirit Airlines is back in bankruptcy protection again, promising a turnaround while cutting routes and staff and talking about a real profitability year down the line. At the same time, US regulators are turning up the heat. The FAA is investigating airlines that may not have followed the required reduction during the recent government shutdown, with possible fines of tens of thousands of dollars per flight. Add in a jet fuel pipeline leak in Washington state that forced emergency measures to keep Seattle and Portland supplied, and you got the message. The system works, but it's fragile. And just as the system feels shakier, a big climate conversation is happening with surprisingly small travel industry footprint. At the COP30 climate talks in Brazil, the UN actually set aside days dedicated to tourism to talk about emission sustainable destination and the future of travel. But most major travel brands didn't show up. It raised a really worry inside the industry. If airlines, hotels, and cruise lines aren't in the room, other sectors and regulators will write the rules for them on everything from aviation fuel to how destination manage visitors numbers. Meanwhile, on the tech frontier, there's a very different kind of fight over the fuel or for the future of flying. In California, electric air taxi rivals Joby and Archer are in a high-stake legal battle over alleged stolen trade secrets. This sounds niche, but the winner could end up running your future airport transfer in a small electric aircraft instead of the shuttle van, changing how we think about short-haul hoops between cities and airports. So you got the booming demands, right? Stressed airlines, climate rules being shaped without travel at the table, and a court battle over who gets to own the sky taxi. That's the state of travel right now. Thank you for watching and see you next time.